At the dawn of time and space, our universe was born. A system of beautiful elegance, both simple and complex. A remarkable work of art spread across a canvas of stars and darkness. And beneath the ethereal beauty of our universe lay a dormant living energy source known as grid energy. For countless generations after the discovery of the grid, a complete understanding of the phenomenon has been shrouded in mystery. Throughout the cosmos, very few individuals have been able to truly master this energy for practical use. But that all changed when the grid was channeled to forge 5 coins of power. These power coins enabled their users to imbue themselves with the raw, untapped energy of the grid. A noble warrior and sage from the planet Eltar discovered the power coins and pledged his life to the study and protection of them out of fear that the coins would fall into the wrong hands and be used as weapons. Because despite all of the enlightening and wondrous miracles that are possible within our universe, it is still a breeding ground for tyranny, tragedy, chaos, and strife.
We will be at the drop-off in 10 seconds. Low guard your shield.
Prince Rito! The invaders! They keep advancing. We can't stop them.
Steel yourself, soldier. Stay in the fight.
But we've never faced an enemy like this before. How can we defeat an army like this? Ah!
You.
Yes, sir?
You've been promoted. Man his station. Don't stop shooting unless you die.
Understood, Prince Rito. Until the end!
We are fiercest and bravest champions of this realm. We will not let these invaders break through our line. We will protect our home world.
Lokar watches over us. He will lead us to victory. No man or machine can extinguish the fiery soul of the Dragon Empire!
You may think you've won today, machines. But our legacy lives on. It's never that easy to slay a dragon.
Thanks. We've never done a deal this deep in meridian space before.
Keep it down. You don't want to piss my aunt off. Orders are orders.
Watch it with that case, you moron!
sorry, Divatox. It was an accident.
The contents of this case, nephew, are worth more than your weight in uselessness.
Really? That's great. I love money.
So guard it with your pathetic life.
So, boss, what's with the secrecy? Our last couple of jobs have been, different.
Do you guys want to get paid, or do you guys want to get paid?
Yeah.
Payment would be divine.
Then shut up and follow my lead, okay? Thank you.
So, who's his client? Are they late?
Far from it, dear nephew. And for this amount of money, you're right on time. It's quite a beautiful ship you guys have there. I heard only 2 of them were ever produced.
Yeah, I heard these were banned by the Republic for virtually being undetectable when they reached peak speed.
We need one of those.
Ooh, I can only imagine the kind of trouble you guys have gotten into.
They don't speak much, do they?
Scorpina, Goldar, Limsy Kamfu.
Hey, didn't you hear what Divatox said? When the Pirate Queen speaks, you listen.
That is no thing, and that is no way to speak to my Empress.
Well, that escalated quickly. But you know what that means. More loot for the rest of us!
But he was my friend.
Nothing personal taken, Goldie. Hated that guy anyway. Now, let's cut to the chase now, shall we? Elgar, if you may. Here's the relic that matched your description. Knocked it off a historical collector en route from Triforia.
And the other item I requested?
Do you have the money?
$20 million Xanabatars.
Now we're talking. Cupcake, you're up.
Yes, Divatox.
There you go, a still functional cog soldier head. We ambushed one of their supply ships on the edge of Machine Empire space.
Hard to keep those suckers functional without them self-destructing on you.
My name is Rita Repulsa. 3 decades ago, the Machine Empire made first contact with our galaxy and took everything that I ever held dear away from me. Now your kind pursues peace with the Order of the Meridian, our enemy. This is a declaration of war. 10 years ago, I began supplying dummy bits of data on fleet movements within Meridian space. Individually, they are harmless. Together, they form a formidable flash virus, powerful enough to cripple your empire. You have isolated the data now. You are trying to delete them from your hive mind servers. You cannot. All you can do is watch and see what it feels like to lose something precious to you.
Did she really just declare war against the Machine Empire? And I thought you had balls, Diva Tox.
It is done.
Only 40% of the Machine Empire will be crippled before they can adapt to the virus and stage a retaliation.
Aidi Toku Sidan. Our message was clear.
I think that's my cue to get out of here. You guys have been great, really. We'll have to do this again sometime.
With me, Diva Tox.
Don't forget the money, you idiot.
What is it, Alpha 5?
I am sorry to disturb you at this hour, Zordon.
You needn't worry. It's quite alright, Alpha.
If you say so.
So for what reason does my most trusted aide grace me with her presence? Has Saba downloaded himself onto your combat platform again?
Dulcia has called an emergency meeting with the leaders of the Order. She has asked for your attendance.
Dulcia? This can't be good. What happened?
She will be making a galactic address shortly.
Okay, Alpha. I'm on my way to the command center now.
Citizens of the Order, I'm sure you are well aware of the reports regarding the Machine Empire and their recent encroachment on the borders of our grand and noble republic. This is no cause for alarm or panic. Their forces are on high alert following the tragic assassination of their sovereign king and queen, and has left their star kingdom in a grave state of vulnerability. The former Machine Prince has now taken the throne, and in response to this heinous act of war, King Mondo has not declared war on the Order of the Meridian, but the single soul responsible for the attack on their royal house. Intelligence has led us to believe that this individual is hiding somewhere within Meridian space. Her name is Rita Repulsa, last known heir to the former Dragon Empire. She is to be considered an enemy of the Republic. Let it be known that it is top priority of the Order of the Meridian to bring this intergalactic terrorist to justice. As the prime executor of this glorious alliance of planets, I will stop at nothing until she is apprehended. In these trying times, may the power protect us all.
This situation is bad.
I agree. Tension has not been this high since Ivan tried to conquer Aquitar.
A megalomaniac trying to convert a planet's oceans into ooze is one thing. But the threat of all-out war with the Machine Empire? Now that is something entirely in a league of its own.
Saba does have a point.
So, what do you think the Council wants this time, Zordon?
What they always want, Saba. More power. Initiate holoconference channel 2247. This should be fun.
How can we let this happen? That woman is a menace and a threat to the balance of power in the galaxy.
I'd have to agree with my brother Dragon. Even with the collapse of the Dragon Empire, their dynasty has once again proven to be a thorn in our side.
Then what would you suggest, Braxis? Is a galaxy-wide witch hunt for this fugitive not enough?
Rita Repulsa is but one threat. We must not forget the one posed by Prince Mondo.
Aurico, have you forgotten that Mondo is a king now, not a prince?
It's too soon to speculate what his intentions are at this moment. King Mondo's forces may have laid siege to the Meridian, but they respected our borders. We must make sure this is a battle fought only with diplomacy, not our fleets. Our true enemy is
Rita Repulsa.
Nice of Master Guardian to finally join us. Welcome, Zordon of Eltar.
Larigo, it has been a long time, old friend.
Nice to see you again, friend.
Likewise, Braxis. How is your father?
King Lexian is fine and well.
I heard you recently had an addition to the family. Congratulations, Braxis.
Yes, a son. His name is Dex.
Thank you for your prompt attendance, Zordon. I'm sure you are keen on finding out why the Council requested your presence.
Recent memory serves that the Order has aggressively pursued peace with the Machine Empire. But now it would seem that those efforts are in jeopardy.
The Order of the Meridian can ill afford a full-scale war with the Machine Empire.
The casualties would be catastrophic, I'm afraid. We must tread lightly.
Indeed, Orico. But it would seem that the Order hadn't anticipated the resurgence of the Dragon Dynasty. Rita Repulsa represents that movement. To fight a war against the Machine Empire and a war within against Rita would be too much to bear. Which is why this council has summoned me for permission to use the power coins.
You Eltarians really are as sharp as they say.
I'll take that as a compliment, Admiral.
So now you see the predicament we face, Zordon of Eltar?
Yes, Demetria. But I don't have to agree with how quickly this council jumps to utilize such power.
We understand your neutral stance in most galactic affairs, but if these hard times keep running their course, we'll need your support, lest we surrender our galaxy and our homes to our enemies, both abroad and within. Your understanding of this very power is valuable, and your leadership would be paramount in the survival of our civilization. Please, Zordon.
Yes, I understand, Dulcia.
What is this galaxy coming to? Whatever happened to diplomacy?
Diplomacy died when our enemies took to the shadows and stopped playing by the rules. Stooping to their level is the only way to fight back and bring order to the galaxy.
Calm yourself, Dragon. We must keep level heads about ourselves. We are not dictators. We are true leaders.
We would play right into Rita's hands if we were to create totalitarian strife within the Meridian. To her, we ruined her life and destroyed her world. The Order reclaimed their vacant kingdom and built cities upon the ruins of their home worlds, an unforgivable act to their covenant. To Rita Repulsa, the Order of the Meridian is nothing less than a monster. We took everything from her, so to her it would only be fitting that she drives the Order of the Meridian into fear, turmoil, and chaos, right before wiping us out of the stars.
It is a beautiful sight, my Empress.
Fitting punishment for seizing our homes. They didn't even know our secret weapons right under their noses.
This victory was a long time coming. The return of the Dragon Empire is upon us!
Your mother and father would be proud, Rita.
And so it begins.
So are we all in agreement here? Arco of Equitar.
Agreed. Aquitar stands behind you.
Dmitri of Inquirus.
Would I have it any other way?
Largo of Liaria.
Yes, Dulcia.
Braxis of Edunoi.
Yes.
Admiral Dragon.
Yes.
And what of you, Zordon of Eltar?
Indeed. I will see to it that... What's going on? Saba, what happened?
Running diagnostics now.
Zordon, get to the viewing globe, now.
These images were captured minutes after an incredibly massive assault machine of some kind rose from the gulf outside of the capital city here in Phaedos and began attacking the city. Casualties are in the thousands.
Zordon, that looks like a Zord.
It's much too massive to be powered by conventional means.
After the attack, eyewitnesses on the ground claimed the colossal machine disappeared in a near-blinding, bright green light that shot out of the atmosphere. Sources say this light was undetectable by the Meridian Armada.
Yes, only a power coin can supply that much. By the gods. The legends were true. The Dragon Dynasty did have a 6th power coin.
There are conflicting reports as to who is responsible for this tragic attack, but many sources point to the galactic rebel known as Rita Repulsa.
Why attack Phaedos?
It appears that this attack was a surgical one. It knocked out the primary power nodes stationed on Phaedos that feeds into the Meridian's infrastructure.
That would explain why we lost connection to the Council.
That's not all, Zordon. Phaedos would also be the forward operating base should the Order of Meridian go to war with the Machine Empire.
It is the closest planet to Machine Empire space.
So Rita created a beachhead. She's practically inviting the machines to invade.
Welcome, Matt and all. Clever girl.
Saba, what's going on? Get me a situation report now.
Processing. A ship has just entered Eltar's atmosphere and is on a direct intercept course for the command center.
It must be Rita. But why would she attack us now?
No, it can't be Rita, Zordon. The ship is traveling at trans-dimensional speeds. No organic life form can travel this fast. I tell you, you organic says you.
The Machine Empire.
I hope you were not expecting your mechanical toys to assist you, Zordon of Eltar.
And for what honor do you grace me with your presence? Your Majesty?
The Rebel Organic, this Rita Repulsa. She is responsible for a great deal of turmoil for both our kinds. She must be destroyed.
Mondo, I'm no mercenary.
Then if we cannot destroy her, then we must contain her. Indefinitely.
Are you offering a truce?
I am merely offering my aid for a swift resolution.
Why?
Even with our diminished numbers, statistical probabilities greatly favor a full-scale invasion of 60% of all star systems within the Meridian. However, we have gained intelligence of the recent attack on the planet you call Phaedos. An attack that could only have been facilitated by the same power the Organics have chosen you to safeguard and protect.
You hadn't estimated that Rita Repulsa would possess a power coin. You don't want my help. You need it. Your hands are tied.
I need nothing, Zordon of Eltar. I want an end to this conflict before it costs more time and energy worth spending. This is a trans-dimensional stasis container. You have the highest statistical probability of getting closest to Rita Repulsa.
This will seal the rebel organic in an infinity plane of existence.
I see. Kind of like a time warp.
You organics and your pathetic obsession with the concept of time. But to answer your question, yes. Use caution, however. The trans-dimensional vortex can be unstable if the device is held open for too long. You do not want to be trapped in a time warp yourself.
So let's say I manage to trap her, Mondo. What happens next? Do you invade the Meridian anyway?
The Machine Empire is a patient one. We will outlive you. We will outlast you. We are not going anywhere. Farewell, Zordon of Eltar. May we never have to cross paths again.
So, did I miss anything good?
We need to find Rita. Now.
I'm so excited. War. Yes, war is great for business. Who left the airlock open at the last station we were docked at? You let the bugs get in.
Oh.
Space bugs are the best.
Got incoming. Scanner shown. Big ship bearing down on us.
Well, what are you waiting for? Put it on the screen. Well, well, well. What have we here?
We're being hailed.
Well, if it isn't Zordon of Eltar fame, what can I do for you, sir?
Spare me the semantics, Divatox. Your organization's fingerprints are all over a recent heist on Triforia, involving this artifact.
Never seen it before in my life.
This is no time for games, Divatox. This artifact is the key to the monstrosity that attacked Phaedos. You stole it for Rita.
Are you sure you're not talking about my sister? People do say we look terribly alike.
You aided and abetted a galactic terrorist.
Technically, she wasn't a terrorist until after I helped her out, but who's keeping track anyway?
Remember who you're dealing with. With the press of a button, I can bring the full force of the Meridian Armada and Space Patrol Delta on you.
Okay, stop. I'll cooperate. What do you want, Zordon?
Where is Rita Repulsa hiding?
How am I supposed to know?
You're the Pirate Queen Divatox. Knowledge is power. And you're telling me that you don't know anything? Tell me now or I swear.
Okay, I get it. Sheesh. Listen, I don't know exactly where she comes from, but she seems to always be coming from the Finero sector.
He left.
I can see that, idiot. Hurry up and spool up the FTL drives. Get the heck out of here before...
We've got multiple contacts.
You are operating in restricted Meridian space. You are under arrest.
It's SPD.
And the Armada.
Ugh! He lied to me! You'll pay for this, Zordon of Eltar.
It's been a long time since we've taken her out into space. Salva, how was the command center's gravity drive holding up?
Very like a tiger, sir.
And the power coins?
I am drawing maximum power from them. All biddings nominal.
We are arriving at the Finero sector.
The Finero system is quite a ways out of Meridian space. It's mostly uncharted.
There are, however, a number of planets, moons, and asteroids that could be potential hiding places. By my calculations, 168.
Shall I begin plotting the fastest course, Zordon?
Don't bother. We're far enough from Meridian space to track spikes in the grid. If Rita is out here, we can follow the trail right to her. Alpha, see what you can find.
Populating the region star map now. Referencing no grid energy signatures. Compensating for fluctuations. I found something. It looks like a wormhole. There's encrypted Eltarian data on this anomaly. Hacking. Zordon. It leads to a planet called Earth.
Saba, follow it.
Roger that, Zordon. It appears that the planet is currently undergoing an ice age. Probes are indicating temperatures are quite low, but the planet is teeming with life forms. As if the presence of water didn't give that away.
Long before my time, I remember hearing stories that the Eltarians did testing in remote areas of the galaxy.
Affirmative. The Eltarian Genesis program was scrapped several thousand years ago. The transported ecosystem was left to grow on its own.
Well, this far out in space, I imagine it would be easy to forget about such a place.
My scanners have detected a former Eltarian outpost, Zordon. However, I'm unable to bring its systems back online or access its databanks. We would need to access the facility manually, from within.
One step at a time, Saba. What do your scans show for any other activity on the planet? Does anything appear unusual?
Processing. Increasing scanning magnification. Bingo! Ah, there, right there, on the northern continent. This area is buzzing with grid-based activity.
It's an army.
It's no ordinary army, Zordon. Rita appears to have used her power to animate the resources of the planet to create living matter, all of which are under her control.
She doesn't intend on traveling with this army.
What makes you so sure, Zordon?
Traveling armies are slow and detectable light years away. Why pick up an invasion force when you can build one wherever you go?
She could easily catch her enemies off guard by turning their own planet's resources against them. She's quite smart.
An army of rock and clay. It's virtually infinite. We've got to stop her. Now. Alpha, suit up. We only have one shot at this.
Understood, Zordon.
You draw their attention by engaging the Horde, while I make a play on Rita on their blind side.
Aye, aye, aye. On the coast? That's where the Dragon Sword is positioned.
Aye, aye, aye? Has Saba been tinkering with your dialogue tree again?
Quite and jazzy, actually, Zordon. That's my thing. Let's resume. We can move it along, though.
Alpha, may the power protect you.
Roger.
Saba, once Alpha sets the charge, you know what to do.
Understood, Zordon.
Drawing their attention momentarily.
Rita, something isn't right.
Were we followed?
That's impossible.
We're under attack!
Stop. The charge has been set. Trigger the remote detonation.
My creations! They've destroyed my creations!
You can always make more, Empress.
We still don't know who we're dealing with.
The power coin is reacting to something.
Could the others be near?
brought back online.
Saba, am I sensing hesitation in your voice? You sound nervous.
I'm reading your vitals, and your brain activity is experiencing euphoria.
Your point being?
It's the perfect time to have its boss Zordon.
The ship is still coming!
Not for long.
Shall I test my luck again?
You've got to get out of there. He's actually me.
Zordon is gone!
I like that ship. Looks like we have some stragglers. Shall I make this quick? I can do this all day. Stay down.
Let's see how well he fares. If I make my monster grow!
And my day keeps growing more interesting. As I stand by my lonesome in the shadow of the Colossus, I fear nothing. You may have size on your side, but I have bravery. And bravery cuts deeper than any sword. Especially when powered with the white light!
You're as powerful as the legends say, Zordon.
You don't have to do this, Rita.
You're in no condition to negotiate. Finish him, now!
Don't even bother, Rita. The Dragon Zord would never attack so close to its master. This conflict can be resolved peacefully. You don't know the gravity of the power you are wielding. Surrender your power coin, Rita.
Surrender my coin? What gives you the right?
The power coins are weapons, Rita. They need to be locked away for safekeeping. I am asking not as a friend or a foe, but as one who fears their impact on the galaxy.
He is a liar, Empress!
So much power and knowledge of the coins and its mysteries. Why do you need Empress Rita's coins when you can easily forge your own?
You are just as dangerous, Zordon of Eltar. You should be locked away.
Why do you think I have chosen this life? This solitude? This responsibility? I am just as much a weapon. And I care more for the preservation of our future. The future of us all.
How touching.
I cannot take back the harm caused to you and your dynasty at the hands of the Machine Empire. Nor can I make up for the lack of empathy that Meridian showed your empire's collapse. But you do have my word that your coin will be well protected, and that you will be fairly held responsible for your crimes.
You want my coin, do you? How about a wager? we'll flip for it.
You can't!
Heads, I keep my coin and continue my plans of rebuilding my lost empire. Tails, I surrender my coin to you, and you leave me here on this planet to rebuild my lost empire. It's a win-win for everyone.
Fine. You don't have to do this. You left me with no choice, Rita!
Today, you enemy, Zordon! You will regret
This is the path you have chosen!
this day! You haven't seen the last of me!
Saba, teleport me down there. Now. The explosion has decimated the landscape here. I'm not seeing anything. Not even a device itself.
The explosion caused a temporal wave that disrupted the command center sensors. I temporarily couldn't track anything.
What about now? Can you read Zordon's vitals?
His readings are everywhere. Without the container to hold the mirror time warp, it caused the explosion, and Zordon was trapped in that wave. His readings are literally being spread out across time and space as we speak. He's existing everywhere right now.
I have an idea.
I'm listening.
We have to act fast.
So for 10,000 years, I stood watch while humanity flourished, biding my time for Rita's eventual return.
Well, it's a good thing you chose us to stand up against her.
You can see why she's so relentless. Rita has nothing to lose.
Yeah, after 10,000 years, there can't be anything left. She's gonna try and take Earth to rebuild her homeworld.
And I say bring it on, Rita. Try and take our home and you've got 5 teenagers with attitude to deal with.
Okay, that was a nice story and all, but please tell me I'm not the only one who's just finally glad to find out where Zordon's whole floating head motif came from.
Always the comedian, Zachary.
In all seriousness though, the Dragon Zord? That's the first we've ever heard of that.
Yeah. How come Rita's never used it against us before?
Rita cannot summon the Dragon Zord without the Dragon Dagger, which was lost in the explosion that trapped me in this time warp. It is imperative that the dagger never falls into Rita's hands again. Should that ever happen, may the power protect us all.
hometown is constantly under siege from an alien threat, and you're complaining you had to cut your hair.
I know. I'm the one who wants to join the military. I really do want to help fight.
You don't have anything to prove by doing this.
It's just the right thing to do, you know? Follow the family tradition.
Well, that's bullcrap.
Yeah.
Who made up the rule that we have to blindly follow what came before us?
Mm-mm.
Is that your name on the back of your shirt?
Yeah.
Well, then act like it.
Oh, jeez, Tam. You sound like Dad.
Sound like you're adopted.
We're both adopted?
Tommy, look. Who is that?